Hi, I'm Michael Artsis.
And I'm Darrell Reid, and we're keeping it moving here.
Like a train on rails. Let me tell you about Keep It Moving. It's the show where we move everything along. We've got interviews, call-ins, and topics. We run through them. Each topic has about 1:30, and if we don't get it done in 1:30, they chop our necks off. Seriously, we're on Ustream TV tonight. We're broadcasting live on Ustream. You got to keep it locked to ustream.tv. It's really amazing. So, we've got something serious to talk about first.
Very serious.
Wes Leonard. He passed away playing basketball. He hit the final shot and collapsed. And I want to talk about what I think can be done tonight. And I think that the players need to be tested.
It's truly sad. I mean, something's got to be done on a high school level. I feel like in the pros they do, heart monitoring every year. Maybe they can find out if a guy has a potentially something wrong with his heart or an irregular heartbeat. So I think they could do something about a guy like, Wes Leonard.
I think the thing is this happens more often than we know about. And it's very sad whether a young athlete is practicing or they're playing in a game, they're working too hard and they're overexerting themselves and they're not being monitored.
I think it's hard to determine when an athlete is working too hard. Like how do you determine that? That's what you do out there when you're playing. You work hard and you push your body to the limits.
That's why I think that the trainers, the medical staff, the coaches need to be trained better in what to look for. They need to be trained better in how to stop players and keep them off the court and off the field. And in addition to that, they need to be trained better in what to do in these situations. And there need to be defibrillators at every single athletic location.
A lot of the time there's no warning signs. There's no warning signs besides having that heartbeat monitor check up every year, or perhaps wearing a heartbeat monitor.
I was going to say, maybe
practice.
we need to have guys wear heartbeat monitors. There are several other things. He did see warning signs, according to his coaching staff. It's a tragedy. It's nobody's fault here, but let's prevent it in the future, and it's definitely a tragedy. Let me ask you something, Darrell. How do you move on as a team from this? How do you move forward and continue to play games?
It's tough. It's tough, and I've actually been through this twice in my career where I've lost a teammate, and you really have to just try to play for that player. And sometimes it gives you more motivation to play for that player. So it's always tough, and it's always a tough loss for the organization, for their family. So it's something that's hard to deal with for everyone.
Well, our hearts go out to the Fenville High School team and to Leonard's family as well. It's certainly a sad story and a tragedy. Let's move on to the Miami Heat, who are falling apart.
They're definitely falling apart. I mean, you got the coach telling the media that guys are crying in the locker room, and they're 1 for 15. And
how does a coach sell guys out like that? That's what I want to know. You can't go in there talking about your guys, talking to the media about guys crying in the locker room. If this is really happening, it needs to stay in the locker room. If it's not happening, you can't make up stories. The only reason I think this is happening is because Eric Spoelstra wants to get the hell out of there, and I think he wants Pat Riley.
No.
Because Pat's sitting in the stands waiting for something to happen so he can jump in there.
I don't think he wants to get out of there. I don't think that's the case. I think he, relished in the opportunity to have these superstars put this team together. Pat Riley put the team together, but ultimately he's going to have to come out of the stands and handle these problems.
Get out of the stands and onto the court. Pat Riley needs to get onto the bench for the Miami Heat, and he needs to get those guys together. They've lost their confidence.
Anybody can coach this team. Come on, look at the guys they got. Who can't coach this team?
But I got to tell you one thing.
LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh.
This is still the regular season, so the
problem is the plays being drawn up are terrible.
They need a new coach. Pat Riley's right there. And then the other thing
we got to go to our interview. We got an interview. We got David Clowney on the phone.
Dave, thanks so much for joining us.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Talk about Tiki Barber. He says he's going to return to the NFL. Do you think that he's got the body to do so at this time? He's been away from the game since 2006.
Yeah, I mean, being away from the game that long, man, I think it can actually have a setback. 2006, this is a man's game, a lot of ground and pounding. And I just really believe, if you really think he's ready, I think he should do it. If you think his body can handle it, then go ahead and give it a shot.
I mean, one thing about Tiki, he definitely ended his career with some miles left on those legs, so maybe he does have a chance. What do you think?
I think so. I mean, of course, that all depends on which team he goes to, the type of system he's in. That has a lot to do with everything in an NFL player's success. You know, if you're in a particular system and you get comfortable, then you can make a lot of things happen. So I think, like I said, I think you should give it a shot.
They say the Giants still have his rights, but I don't think they're in need of a running back right now. So what do you think is going to happen with him? You know, what teams do you think are in need of a running back like him?
Man, you never know for real, man, because, you know, being in the NFL, you know, going into my 5th year, I've noticed that, you know, just because a team doesn't have a big-name guy doesn't mean they don't have a running back, you know, or they don't have a specific player for that position. So, you know, it's going to be hard to tell, you know, especially I think a lot of people will wait till after the draft, you know, and see how that goes, and then he can pretty much weigh out his options from there.
How about Carolina? How you doing in Carolina? How you liking Carolina?
Man, I'm loving Carolina, man. I mean, we got a brand new coaching staff. You know, I met the offensive coordinator. He's a great guy. The receiver coach, he's a great guy. I met the entire offensive staff. I just haven't had a chance to meet the head coach yet, but I'm excited about the system. You know, I think I'm gonna have a head start on everybody in the offense because Brian Schottenheimer was in San Diego with our offensive coordinator together, so they pretty much have the same system, the same type of wording for the play. So, like I said, I'm excited about it and ready to go.
Obviously, Brian Schottenheimer was the Jets offensive coordinator who you spent several years under.
Hey, Dave, with the CBA negotiations going on and the lockout pending and everything, are you doing anything different this off-season training?
No, I'm going to be training. I'm going to be training the same. I'm going to be working out the same as if this CBA thing isn't even going on. I believe that anybody that plans on playing football this year should continue to do that as well. You know, there's no telling when they're going to make the decision. You know, they keep having these extensions, which personally I believe is a good thing. So, like I said, I'm going to keep working out and keep going hard in the weight room and working hard on the field. And when it's time to come back and get ready to suit up, then I'll be mentally and physically ready.
Will you step it up at any point because there might not be mini camps and there might not be OTAs and there might not even be training camp?
Oh, without a doubt. Me and my trainer already have a plan to get it set up to where just like we have 2-a-days during training camp, you'll have 2-a-day, then a 1-a-day, a 2-a-day, then a 1-a-day for practice. That's how I'm going to do my workout plan. Monday is going to be a 2-a-day, workout in the morning and then workout in the afternoon. Then Tuesday will be a 1-a-day practice. You know, 1-a-day workout. Wednesday will be a workout in the morning and a workout in the afternoon. And I'm going to continue that schedule for 2 weeks strong, you know, as if it was a regular training camp.
You do so much work in the community of South Florida where you're from. Tell us a little bit about the charity you do.
It's called the David Clowney Foundation. I started it about 3 years ago, which is it helps inner city youth and underprivileged kids, you know, helping kids, especially in high school, that can't afford to pay for college, you know, helping them with scholarships for college as well. Every year, this is the 3rd year, but I'm having a David Clowney Foundation Celebrity Weekend, which consists of a celebrity basketball game, a youth football camp, which is free to all the kids in South Florida, from elementary school to high school. They're more than welcome to come out and get taught actual NFL drills, real drills that we actually do by NFL players, just to inspire them that the fact that I made it out of this community, made it out of this area, you know, that you can too. That the gang life and selling drugs is not the only way that you can take care of your family.
It definitely sounds like you're doing great things for a great cause, Dave. You know, I definitely commend you down there in South Florida, man. Enjoy that weather. We really appreciate we really appreciate having you today on Sports, and we definitely need you to come back and do some more things with us.
Man, no problem. Anytime, man. I appreciate you guys having me.
Thanks, Dave. Check him out, Official Clowney, on Twitter. We've got JoJo from Brooklyn joining us on the phone lines now. JoJo?
Hey, Mike, I have a quick question for you. Do you think the Knicks have a chance against the Heat if they played them in the first round of the playoffs?
That's the most.
I think they have a very good chance. I think they do. What do you think?
I think that they don't have any chance. I think that the Heat are...
Only if Pat Riley comes out of the stands.
No way. The Heat are going to destroy the Knicks. This is the regular season. They're going to start to play in the playoffs. They know how to win. These are the best of the best. And when they need to, they'll turn it on. They're just bored.
Carmelo.
Forget Carmelo. It's not, the Knicks are not for now. They're for now, for the future. All right, let's move on to Tiki Barber. Tiki Barber says he's ready to make a return. He says that Rondé Barber has given him the fire in his belly to get back in the NFL, something he says he lost when he was playing with the Giants. Maybe it's that Super Bowl ring Michael Strahan has that really gave him the fire.
I think it was his wife, the divorce, that gave him the fire in the belly. Gave him a fire in his pocket, you know.
I think so. Fire sale, she's pressing hard. And he's got a girlfriend to support now, a new fiance, and I think that means that Tiki's got to go back to work. He definitely has miles left on those legs when he left the game, but I'm not sure that he still has them now.
I mean, I think that's one of the toughest things to do is come back as an NFL player, come back and play after you haven't played for multiple seasons. We're not talking about one, we're not talking about two in the case of Michael Vick. We're talking about 5 seasons this guy hasn't played. What's he been doing all this time? Has he been working out at the same regimen?
The Today Show.
that didn't last that long.
Well, and I think that's the other thing. It's not like what has he found that he could do that he's good at? What has he found that keeps him busy and that he's passionate about? Apparently nothing. He tried TV, it didn't work. He's tried 12 other things, didn't work. Go back to football.
Hey,
why doesn't he coach though?
I don't know. He's passionate about playing football. Maybe he'll coach in the future, maybe not. So we'll see. We'll see how long his career lasts. This one.
What about the NFL talks? Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, has said that he thinks they're making good progress. He thinks that the owners and players have made substantial progress, and he thinks the deal will get done by the deadline this week.
It's very easy for Robert Kraft to say that when he's not at the meeting today. He wasn't there. It was a 4-hour meeting. I feel like unless it's 5 to 10 owners at the meeting, there's nothing really getting done. And that's why the meeting was only 4 hours today.
Here's what I think. I think part of the NFL owners, what they're doing right now is posturing. I think that they're trying to say to the American public, because they look very bad right now, they look very greedy. I think they're trying to say, hey, we tried. There was nothing else they could do. The other thing I think that the NFL owners are trying to do right now is trying to extend this thing so they can have an NFL draft.
I think after that judge decided that they won't get that TV money and the players, threatened them with decertifying, you got Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, 3 of the biggest superstars in the league threatening decertification. People do not want that type of publicity, and the owners don't want that type of publicity.
We'll see how it plays out. Moving on to Michael Strahan, D. Michael Strahan made one of the best moves I've seen recently. This is a Howard Stern type move.
It's a PR move.
It is.
It's
Regis is on
PR.
his way out from the Regis and Kelly Ripa show in November, and Michael Strahan, a good friend of Regis, has already said, hey, I'd love to do the show. Not only that, I think Michael Strahan would be good at the show. I think it needs somebody with that kind of personality, and we could actually see Michael's personality, unlike on Fox. But I don't know that he'll get it.
Well, I mean, it's definitely Michael has a great personality. I salute you. I'm trying to get to where he's at right now. And he's been doing great things on television. He had the show. He had the TV show that he was doing. So for him to actually be on Regis every day, though, is kind of a stretch. But we'll see. We'll see.
You think it's a good move?
It's a great move for him. It's a PR move.
Tonight
is the night, baby. Tonight's the night. It's my first hockey game. Ottawa Senators, my boy Ryan Patoni against the New Jersey Devils. I've never been a Devils fan, but I'm from New Jersey, so it's kind of like I got to go for the Devils. But I'm going for my man Ryan,
That's why I'm rooting for the Senators. We had Ryan on last week. He was a great guest, and I'm excited that he invited us to the game. I'm looking forward to it.
What I wanted to ask Mike's a real big hockey guy. I know y'all don't know out there. He used to play back in the day, but he's a real big hockey guy. I want to know what to expect. I've never been to a pro hockey game.
It's the NFL jacked up a level. If we're sitting close, you should expect fast action, hard hits.
Hold on.
And lots of goals.
NFL jacked up a level.
Well, if you see good hockey, if you see good hockey from good seats, it will be the NFL jacked up a level. Only because you're on skates.
I told my boy Ryan Patoni, I said, I want you to get in a fight tonight. That's what I'm trying to see.
I'm down with that. I want to talk about March Madness. I hate it. I can't stand it. Here's the thing I hate about March Madness. I have nothing against college basketball. I have nothing against college sports. But for God's sake, can I see something else in the month of March and April than March Madness? I turn on any channel and all I see is March Madness.
It's all about the Cinderella teams. Let me tell you this quote. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice. Remember that, man. That's March Madness for you.
It's a great
Cinderella,
quote, but forget about it.
Stephen Curry, Gonzaga. Come on, man. Come on. You got to love March Madness. Hey, check us out. On Tuesdays, we're here. We're keeping it moving. Check out Rally Notes on Thursday nights, the Warning Track on Fridays, on-demand content, sports.com. Next week, we got my man Mike. You going to do a little tech show or what?
We're going to do a tech show Friday night.
Take care.